I am going to invite a few people on really quickly and then let's see here. We'll go ahead and get started. I'm kind of just going through it and hitting like invite. So I'm not looking at the name. So if you don't get invited, don't take it personally because it's not meant to be personal. Okay. Trying to find a couple artists that I can invite on to watch so that they can tag you guys as your customers. There's an artist. What's kind of annoying is it pops up like my friends list first, which is mostly my customers. And we want to get a few other people on here that maybe don't know me. Okay, I think I've got a good mix of artists invited here. We're going to go with it. Okay. Hello, Pam, Robin, Marianne, Deb. Okay, I'm going to jump in. Hi, Heidi. And I hope you guys are having a happy Tuesday. It has been an insane day at my house. My husband deployed a couple weeks ago, and since then, it has been nonstop with my kids, like getting sick and random things happening. And today was the first day where I was like, I'm gonna have all my kids at school. My 4-year-old only goes for 2.5 hours, but I was like just so looking forward to it. And an hour in, the school nurse called me and she's like, sorry, I've got a kiddo that needs to be picked up. Anyway, okay. Now that we've got some friends on here, let's jump in. This is my personal compact. It's the triple decker. I've got my 3D foundation here. And then here I've kind of got a mix of things. I've got some Demi colors, the brow wax, the little cleaning tile, extra contour bronzer, love spell, which I think might still be up on the website. So if you didn't snag it, go snag it now because it's going to get taken down if it hasn't already. And then some fun eyeshadows. So what I'm going to show you today, I really wanted to showcase Demi. So I'm going to start with Demi, and then I'm going to show you how I kind of marry both lines, the Demi and the 3D together. I've actually already I've already put in the caption the colors I use. So if you see something you like, go click on the caption. You should be able to tap my face and see it now, but definitely when this video is over, go back, take a look, and if you have any questions, you can drop them below and tag your artist, and she'll be able to help you. So I'm going to use the spot brush. I'm using an artist black one, but it's actually on sale on the website right now before it rebrands to our other brush style. So you can get it on sale and it's the exact same thing. So go snag it because this is the spot brush and it's great for Demi, but it's also great for eyeshadows, contouring around your lips. You know our brushes are amazing and multi-purpose in that way. Okay, I'm going to take a breath and start in. So these are the Demi colors I have. I've been certified to sell Demi since the beginning. And I love that we can mix it with 3D because I think that's really where there's some magic. But if you like a more natural look, Demi is a great place to start. You can just filter out the things that are most distracting on your face. So looking straight ahead, the things that I find most distracting on my face are these little spots right here. I have some acne that's healing. You can see it's very dull. And when you order Demi, you're going to get a little sticker like this. Dull acne is almost always blue based. So when you see that kind of bluish color and you move across, you're kind of getting into the oranges, right? So we're going to use an orange to filter out all that excess blue. So I'm going to take the small end into a little bit of orange, and I'm only going to apply it right, I gotta stop talking. Right where the discoloration is. I'm not going outside of that because there's no excess color outside of it. So if I do that, it's going to show. And then I'm just going to tap, tap to kind of press it in. You can also use the fluffy end to kind of buff it. Isn't that like magic? It's still, to this day, it's been over a year and I still am just astounded at what Demi can do. Okay, so same thing. I've got a little bit here as well. And I'm going to kind of look at the mirror behind me. So if my eyes look like they're doing weird things, it's because I'm staring past my phone. So I have some redness here, but by hitting those points, it's going to help to really tone it down because those are actually the darkest points that are the most distracting to me. Okay, same thing. I'm going to kind of just press in. And especially mixing this with 3D, it's almost like a concealer, but without the cakiness that can sometimes come from a traditional concealer. Demi, you use such a little amount of product. I mean, you can kind of see where I've dipped in on this. I've had this tin for, I don't know, 6 months, and it's gonna last me, right? Little right here and right there. Just gonna go in very lightly. And really, I'm kind of being nitpicky. Most of the time, I don't care too much about those ones because my 3D covers it up enough. But I wanted to show you just the power of Demi on its own. All right, this is probably the one I get asked about the most. Hang on. I don't know why, but my nose always has this dark spot right there, and it looks like a dark Rudolph. Okay, under eye circles. Let's talk about them. So when you look at mine, you might be like, oh, that's purple. But here's what you have to keep in mind with purple and blue, because they're kind of look similar sometimes. Purple is very vibrant and it's a little bit angrier looking on your face versus blue, which is that dull color. So when you look at me, that's pretty dull, right? So I'm actually going to keep using orange. So coming in here real lightly. And I'm only applying where there's discoloration. So you can kind of see that under eye circle isn't perfect. It kind of goes whoop, and then it dips down a little. So getting right in there, just like that. Flip over, buff it out. You may, if you have really dark under eye circles, or if you're darker toned skin than I am, you will probably need a different color, maybe O3 or maybe even like a YO. So this is where it's important to get that color match and to reach out to your artist for help. Because if she doesn't know the answer, she'll be able to reach out to other artists for help. But do you guys see that difference? Look at how much brighter it is in the inner corner of my eye. It's still mind-blowing to me. Okay, same thing over here. And this eye isn't quite as bad as the other one. I actually don't have to take it down as far or as high up. That's it on that one. Our faces are not symmetrical and neither are the blemishes. Okay. I'm just gonna sit back, see what I see. Pretty good. The last couple things I personally am just gonna correct, and this is a matter of personal preference. I have a vein right here that really pokes through, and it's kind of a blue-green. I have found that an orange red works really well for me. Whoop, I was gonna take it out to show you guys. Sorry. Okay, so this is RO3. I don't think I put that. I think I just put R1, but I'm going to use RO3. I'm feeling that one today. And I'm just going to come right in on the vein. That, again, like that is just my personal preference, but because it hits right where my bone structure is for my eye socket, I feel like it emphasizes an under eye circle there that's not actually there. It's just that discoloration that kind of gives a weird shadow or tint. Okay. There we go. R1 is great for freckles. So I'm going to come in. I just have a few dark freckles right along my nose that kind of make my nose look a little muddy, if that makes sense. So using just a little bit there. And then the same thing kind of right here. I just have a lot of that brownish green undertone there. So using a little bit of red kind of helps filter it and just brightens everything up. I think that's what's so amazing with Demi is it brightens your face in such a natural, beautiful way. So now looking, there's really not a lot that I'm distracted by, and I would feel very comfortable leaving the house looking like this. Okay, aside from I didn't blend those out. um, there we go. I've got my brow color on, use the brow wax and my contour, and I've got some mascara on. And then I just filtered. That's it. Isn't that so amazing? And we do have sculpt colors that are currently available. They're limited edition. Once they're gone, they're gone. That you can also use if you prefer that with Demi, something like this. But honestly, I think our contours do a great job. So that is Demi. If you have questions about Demi or you need help, please reach out to your artist. That's what she's there for. You can tag her or you can go message her and just say, hey, I'm seeing Demi and I'm kind of curious about it. Could you help me with it? And if you're an artist and that terrifies you that I just said that, buckle up. You're going to learn how to do Demi and it's okay. And you have tons of resources available to help you. That's kind of the beauty of being on a team like this is we have so many different girls with so many different interests and talents and we help each other. So just a little plug for our team because I think we're great. Okay, so now we're just going to have some fun with the makeup. I've filtered with Demi, and now I'm going to throw on some quick eyeshadow using the Eyeshadow Everything brush. I'm going to start with Cranberry. I'm loving all these colors that came out over the holidays, and I'm going to put Cranberry all over my lid. I actually think all of these colors I'm about to use are so underrated, and they look good on everyone. Cranberry's kind of it's this one. It's kind of a dark pink color, kind of a mauve. And it's got a little shimmer to it, and I think it's so pretty on its own. I mean, look at that. Isn't that so pretty? And then I'm going to use a color that terrifies people, Pomegranate, but it's the best too. You can't go wrong with Pomegranate. So just an itty bitty amount. And I'm just going to tap it right on that outer corner like that, okay? And then we're going to kind of swirl towards our crease. And I just call this like the windshield wiper motion. And that's just going to add some depth and dimension. You might have noticed I started to kind of open my eye. That's because I have deep set eyes. So by opening it and going right above onto that bone, that brow bone, it's gonna help me to get the makeup in the right spot so that when my eyes are open, you can still see the colors, right? So a little tip for you. Same thing over here. We're just tapping it right on that outer corner, kind of circling. I don't know why I'm bobbing my head. And then up on that brow bone or crease, whatever you want to call it. All right. I'm kind of just opening my eyes, seeing what I see. I like to take the leftovers on the underside as a little bit of an eyeliner, fake smoky eye, whatever you want to call it. But I feel like doing that makes your eyes pop no matter what color you're using. So that's kind of fun too. And then last but not least is Crush. Crush is one of our OG colors. It's been around since the beginning and it's beautiful. It's this peachy shimmer. You can tell it's one of my favorites. And I'm going to just pat this in the inner corner, moving towards the center of my eye. And I kind of like to swoop it up and into my crease as well to kind of marry it with all the colors. Yes, I did just hit my face with it. It's fine. And if you like having fun with eyeshadows, or you enjoy wearing eyeshadows, I do recommend putting your eyeshadow on before you put your foundation on. So that way any like little fallout you get, you can kind of clean up as you go. Okay. And I'm just going to tap like the smallest amount on the fluffy end just to kind of blend everything out. So I like a little bit of a darker shade there. Isn't this so pretty though? Um, what I love about this is that it does have a lot of the red undertones. So if you have green eyes or even blue eyes, it's really going to make your eyes pop because it's going to pull opposite on the color wheel. But if you have brown eyes, which you know, we all want what we can't have, right? So I have light colored eyes. And of course, I love brown eyes because I feel like they just have this beautiful warmth to them. And what I love about this, particularly with Crush, is that it kind of picks up the that warmth, the little golden flecks in your eyes. So I just think everyone needs Crush. It's the most beautiful color. Can I say it 8 more times? Okay, now 3D. I'm going to use the buff brush today, starting with my contour. Just going right along the cheekbone, just like so. And then across the forehead and along the jaw. Quick reminder, cream is so flexible, so if you're messing it up, it's not really a big deal because you can blend it out. This is Ash, but I like using shadow on my nose just because a lot of us, our noses are a little bit redder, have a little more stuff going on. And so the really cool tone of shadow helps to minimize some of that and really create that shadow we're looking for when we put contour on. I'm just going to kind of buff it out on my nose, totally optional. I always tell people you do not have to use contour on your nose or anywhere that you don't feel comfortable with. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of contour under my lip just to kind of make it pouty. All right. And above. A little bit of my base highlight color. I'm using Aura right now. We're kind of getting close to the time when a lot of us, our skin is changing. We're starting to get some warmer temps. So we're probably going to start seeing people need different shades. So if your makeup starts to look textured or cakey, or it's just not sitting right, reach out to your artist because you probably need to just a little darker shade as we move into spring. Okay. There we go. A little bit of brightening stuff. And because I brightened with Demi in the corner of my eyes, I really don't need much there. I'm just, old habits die hard. And I like brightener in the center of my face. Okay. I should have grabbed a towel for my fingers. So now what I'm going to do is blend it all out using the blush and bronzer brush. And then we're going to have some fun with the Demi Blush because I really love them. One of the things that's awesome about Demi is that it's going to look a little different on everyone just because undertones do matter a lot with it. Because it's going to filter the excess color that you personally have, which might be different than the excess color I have. But in the same breath, I feel like it looks good on everyone. It just makes your skin look glowy and beautiful. Okay, that's coming together. There we go. I almost always forget to blend my jaw and then I'll be out and like check myself out in the car mirror or something and I look and I'm like, well, that's a brown line right across my jaw. That's cute. So glad I've been walking around like that all day. Okay. There we go. And the nose. All right. So obviously this is taking me a little while to demo, but I'm pretty chatty. And I'm explaining as I go. When I do my makeup in real time, it usually takes me, if I do full face like this with Demi and 3D and eyeshadows, I would say it takes me maybe 8 to 10 minutes. And it kind of depends on how involved I'm feeling. But what I love is that I can also, if I'm just wearing 3D, 3 minutes and we're done, right? Okay, so I just patted a little bronzer on. The color I'm going to use today is R07, and it looks insane, but stick with me because it is such a beautiful color. So I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. Demi feels the texture is a little more like the contour where it's kind of stiff. So you might have to tap a little extra. But look at that. Do you see how natural that looks? Because it's almost like the stuff you see where it's like, oh, it works with your pH levels or whatever. I feel like Demi is magic in that way. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, and then my lips. So I'm going to use my finger, trying to pick up as much as I can. And then I'm just gonna, I like to tap it on, just like this. Isn't that so pretty and natural looking? And of course, just like our regular lip and cheeks, you can always build the color. So if you're like, no, I want a bold lip, and you want to do it with Demi, you just keep picking up more and more, just like this. But look at how much whiter my teeth look with Demi as a lip color. I might be crazy, but I swear it's a thing. And you guys, I do like a bold lip. So look at that. And it's not just that I'm gonna put my hat back on. That's why I have crazy hair. So not just that it makes my teeth look whiter, but it really like brings out my eyes, all of that. So I can't recommend the Demi blushes enough. This is R07. I also love the RVs and the all the ROs are really good though. I feel like those look good on everyone. They're pretty universal. Last but not least, they're actually two of my favorites, and I'm so bummed that they're being discontinued, but it's the Balm and the Gloss. And they're kind of clear. The Balm smells good. They can both be used as illuminators or on your lips. But what I love about it is it's clear. So it's just your skin shining through with, like, it just captures, I don't know. It's just pretty. I can't talk today. It's fine. But the gloss is really moisturizing as well. So if you don't like a matte on your lips, you can then come in and pat this on. So like I said, Demi lasts you forever. I do burn through the gloss really fast because I love it so much. So definitely if you're interested in it and you like it, like, stock up before it leaves. Okay, super cute. Hopefully this was helpful and you enjoyed it and you learned something new, saw some new products that you want to try. Don't forget to reach out to your artist for help. And if it's not in the budget, but you want to try it out, you can always book a class or open a referral link with your artist. And ta-da, that's it. So I will see you guys later. Have a happy Tuesday.